1 John 2, 3-5. And by this we know that we have come to know him, if we keep his commandments. Whoever says, I know him, but does not keep his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever keeps his word, in him truly the love of God is perfected. By this we may know that we are in him. What are Jesus' commands? The exact same as God's commands. In fact, it was Jesus who gave the law to Israel. Go to Isaiah 48, verse 12. Listen to me, O Jacob and Israel, whom I called. I am he, I am the first and I am the last. Then jump to verse 18, which in part says, Oh, that you had paid attention to my commandments. Jesus is the first and the last. Jesus gave the law to Israel, and they are his commands. 1 Corinthians 10, 9-10 only supports this idea by saying, we must not put Christ to the test, as some of them did, them being Israel when God brought them out of Egypt. Verse 4 also states that the spiritual rock that followed them was Christ. Go to Isaiah 66, 21. When Jesus comes in his glory and restores Israel, verse 21 states that he will also take some of them for priests and for Levites. So when Jesus comes back, it sounds like he is going to restore the Levitical priesthood. But wait, there is no temple in the New Jerusalem. True, but Revelation 21 verses 1 and 2 states that the New Jerusalem comes down after heaven and earth pass away. The New Jerusalem is in the new earth. Jesus will be ruling in the current Jerusalem for the 1,000-year reign. There may be changes made to the law after the millennial reign, but for as long as the current earth is here, in Jesus' own words, not one dot will pass from the law. Multiple times in Revelation, the saints are defined as those who keep the commandments of God and hold to the testimony of Jesus. Revelation 12:17, and again in Revelation 14, verse 12, in the New King James Bible, Revelation 22, verse 14 states, Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. Whereas most other translations simply just say, wash their robes. Jump back to 1 Timothy 4, verses 1-5. Some people use verses like this to accuse those of us who strive to keep God's commands as having departed from the faith. But verse 1 in that passage states that these people are devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and teachings of demons. Is the law of God a teaching of demons? Ridiculous. Therefore, nothing in this passage is teaching against the law or condemning those who keep it. And when it talks about food in verses 4 and 5, it says that these foods are made holy by the word of God and prayer. What foods are made holy in the Word of God? Clean foods. In fact, unclean foods were not even regarded as food. It would be like somebody today saying that all food is clean, but that doesn't mean he would go eat dog or cat, because he knows that eating such things will make him sick. Consider Mark 5, when Jesus cast the demons into the pigs. What do you suppose that herdsman was raising those pigs for? The unclean demons were cast into the unclean pigs, and the herdsmen, who were most likely going to sell those pigs as food, lost all their profit. 1 John 3:24 says that whoever keeps God's commandments abides in God, and God in him. God gave all of the commands to Israel, not just the 10 Commandments. Heaven culture equals keeping God's law. Anyway, that's about all I have for now. Until next time.